Sorry about Chalaka. Alright. Jalawam Yasharala, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. We give double honors to the apostle, prophet, and elders of GMS campus, and our great minister for the being 100% truth that have been currently edified under. Today's lesson is going to be dealing with your immune system, exactly dealing with your immune system, because people are getting ill again, and we need to make sure that your immune system is literally corrected. So let me go into 2 steps dealing with certain particular areas that may sound familiar and their functions. One dealing with the thymus gland, and the next one dealing with the thyroid gland. And then we will go into the lymphatic system, which is the remainder, going into, and well, not necessarily go into the lymphatic system to be exact, but that will be one of the cleanses that you'll use, right, to correct their immune system to be exact. So let's get right into this. Oh my gosh. Ecclesiasticus 38 and verse 4. And the Most High created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Straight to that particular point. Now, as we on that, this lesson will be very important, because doing this through the times of Jacob's trouble coming at its climax very, 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 very soon. I mean, of course, we have time, but you know what I mean? When I say time, I mean, we realize it's at a crackdown now. So many people are being putting up a proper understanding. The sifting has already begun, but it is speeding up. Understand? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is removing what is not to be, or who he doesn't want to deal with. So we have to be careful. We have to really and truly be grounded in this truth. Even as new as I am, I myself still have to be grounded in this truth, because I could be one to get taken out. Very simple. That's just reality today, right? So anyways, let's continue. So let's go into this lesson in particular. This was just supposed to be, pause this. So right, let's get into this real quick. So let's go into the thymus and its functions firstly, because those two requires very similar herbs. No, few of them is the same and the rest is similar herbs to correct it and to fix it. Now, if you're telling you all today, this will change your life. For those who have a bad immune system, or even have disease that you're trying to correct that affects the immune system, this will fix it. So let's get into it. Let's get into the main point of the thymus gland and then the functions, right? Your thymus is a small gland in the lymphatic system that makes up and trains special white blood cells called T cells. The T cells help your immune system to fight diseases and infections. Your thymus gland produces most of your T cells before birth. The rest is made in childhood, and your T cells and you'll have all the T cells you need for life by the time you hit puberty, which you could say yes, but I could also say not really, because when you go into a state of cleanse and repair, guess what happens? And your cells begin to change. They're going to have an increase of your T cells. And I can tell you this because I know a person by the name of Patrick Delves. When he did a test on his cells, some ratio, I can't remember exactly how it was. His bodies, his antibodies, and his T cells, I think it was 7 times the amount it's supposed to be at his age. And before that, his incidence, he was low, he was sick, he was down bad. And now he is proper. So what I would say is, yes, during this time your T cells is created, but then you can also increase the reservoir of your cells, of your fighter cells, and the strength of it as well, using herbs, natural herbs. And I'm going to teach you that today. Let's continue. So let's continue with this. The rest are made in the childhood, and you'll have all the T cells you need for life by the time you hit puberty. Okay, this is what it is. Now let's go directly and deal with the functions. It says, what is the thymus? The thymus is it's the same thing. Right, but let's read the overview. What is the thymus? The thymus is a small gland that's part of your lymphatic system, which you already know. Your lymphatic system is made up of a network of tissues, vessels, organs such as your tonsils, your spleen, and your appendix. Your lymphatic system is part of your immune system. It helps defends against infections and diseases. Now we understand. All right, now let's go down into the functions. So as we already see one main function, which is going back up, is to do what? Create T cells and train the white blood cells, to be exact. So let's continue. So the functions, primary functions of the thymus gland is, as we know, to train the special white blood cells called the T cells, right? White blood cells, which lymphocytes, right, travel from your bone marrow to your thymus. The lymphocyte matures and becomes specialized T cells in your thymus. After the T cells have matured, they enter your bloodstream. They travel to your lymph nodes, groups of cells, which are groups of cells and other organs in your lymphatic system, where they help your immune system to fight diseases and infections, or like I say, to fight against infections. Your thymus gland is also part of your endocrine system, which we know because I did a lesson on this before, dealing with the whole endocrine system. But anyways, let's continue. Your endocrine system makes and releases hormones to control the functions of your body. Your thymus produces and releases several hormones, including the biotin, if that's pronounced properly, biotin, which fuels the production of the T cells and tells the pituitary gland to release hormones. Then we have the thymosin and the thymolin, help make specialized types of T cells. Then you have the thymic humoral factor, which keeps your immune system working properly. Main point right here. So now with that understanding, let's see how well the thyroid works with the thymus. That's the aim, because we want to make sure that not just your immune system, but your heart is in order, your lungs is in order, other parts is in order, which your thyroid will affect if it's not working correctly. Now let's get into this as well. Your thyroid, the double T's. Let me call this the double T's, right? Your thyroid. Your thyroid is an important endocrine gland that makes and releases certain hormones. Your thyroid's main job is to control metabolism, how your body uses energy. See? Sometimes your thyroid doesn't work properly. These conditions are common and treatable. Now let's go directly into the overview again to get more understanding. Your thyroid is a small butterfly shape, which we're seeing here, right there, just like the thymus. The thymus, which is in between your, I believe, in between your lungs. It's a nice small shape as well, similar to this. Might be who knows? It might be the same size. Who knows? But let's continue. Butterfly shaped gland located in the front of your neck under your skin. It is part of your endocrine system and controls many of your body's information functions. Important functions. by producing and releasing secreting certain hormones. Your thyroid's main job is to control the speed of your metabolism, metabolic rate, which is the process of how your body transforms food you consume into energy. All of these cells in your body needs energy to function. When your thyroid isn't working properly, it can impact your entire body. Now we see why, because when you go lower, hold on, bypass the endocrine system, because we're dealing directly with thyroids right now, the functions of the thyroids, when you go lower down, you would see what all it does. Your thyroid hormone affects the following bodily functions, which are how your body uses energy, your heart rate, your breathing, your digestion, your body temperature, your brain development, your mental activity, your skin and bone maintenance, fertility. See that? All these is what it affects, which is why it's important to fix your thyroid. That's why I bypass the rest, right? So let's go on. What is the functions? Well, as you see, the T4, which is the triosine 4, but let go. We already established what it does, but let's just read throughout, just because, right? As an endocrine gland, your thyroid makes and secretes hormone, which we just read. Your thyroid produces and releases the following hormone: the tyrosine, which is T4. This is a primary hormone. This is the primary hormone your thyroid makes and releases. Although your thyroid makes the most of this hormone, it doesn't have much of an effect on your metabolism. Once your thyroid releases T4 into your bloodstream, it can convert to T3 through the process of deiodination. And it says the the triiodothyronine, which is T3. Anyways, T3, the thyroid produces, it's a thought in my head, it is what it is. Your thyroid produces lesser amounts of T3 than T4. But it has a much greater effect on your metabolism than the T3, right? Which is why when you go into the cleanse, you would find your metabolism begin to increase, because your thyroids, which naturally, for those who don't know, your thyroid's naturally supposed to function by creating plenty T3. But because of what we eat today, this is the function that is given. But when you go back into your original eating, which is fruits, veggies, nuts, and greens, at times certain meats, your metabolism will begin to increase, being able to burn out many of the energies or whatever you have consumed. And I can tell you this because I have been there. It's a difference. What you eat is what makes is basically what you put into your body is what will take you out of this earth or keep you on this earth, as well as Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. He is one who gave you the spirit, to be exact, so he have control over all. But if you constantly to eat unclean things, you will perish. If you eat too much, you will perish. You understand where I'm coming from? There's orders set in place for these things. That is why there's a dietary law. And then when you go in Ecclesiasticus 37 and coming lower down to the end of the verse, it shows you about not to be greedy, or not to be in a gluttonous state, to be exact, because you will perish according to the scriptures. So let's continue. Right? When you go down, it says reverse thyronine, which is RT3, right? The thyroid makes very small amounts of RT3, which reverses the effects of T3. Then you have this, the calcitonin or calcitonin, which this hormone helps regulate the amount of calcium in your blood. Now, in order to make your thyroid hormones or your hormone gland needs iodine, which you can get iodine from easy sources that you don't have to spend much money. Bladder rock, sea moss. Bladder rock, sea moss, even kelp. High in potassium and iodine. Bladder rock, high in potassium and iodine. Sea moss are high in potassium and iodine. Alright? Now we ain't talk about the bubbled sea moss that I have, the tick one that not even making sense, not even doing nothing. We talk about the actual proper sea moss that is going to the sea and get. That is the one. Now, we have plenty in the Caribbean islands, especially dealing with down the islands in Trinidad and Tobago. They have a lot on the seabeds, on the rocks, latched on, that is brittle and thin, like fibery kind of thin. And you could tell it's the three real ones. Those, if you grab that, you consume that sea moss or the bladder rocks itself for, let's just give it 3-4 days and you'll find a 1 day. What's what I'm saying? Because just the other day, I make a sea moss blend with buru banana and the sea moss with some ashwagandha and the honey the bee palm, like I told you all. And that by itself, the sea moss was the most overpowering thing in that because I tasted more than anything else. And that 1 cup changed my entire day, my entire everything. Like my testosterone went up. My thyroid started to work much better than it usually was. And I now was seeing a little bit more rip in my workout routines. It actually showing more effect now. So that is just where it is. Alright? So let's continue. And the element found in food most commonly iodized table salt, which no. I would how to put it? I would ask that y'all don't use table salt. But 9 times out of 10 table salt are chemical salts. That's all I have to say. It's not the dried sea salt, no, it's chemical salts. So be careful how you're using table salt, right? Because the ones that I'm making now is very bad for you. It could damage or even unalive you if you overdo. I ain't talking about in 1 day. Eat that for a week with your food, and you will see a difference in your overall operation. You'll begin to move slow, everything. This doesn't, I'm just making sure I put it out there. Iodized table salt, forget that. Better you get a sea salt undone. Only a sea salt, I should say. Or you have plants that also provides that iodine as well. You can also do that. That is also a good way of getting your iodine, right? So let's continue. Your thyroid gland traps iodine and transforms it into thyroid hormone. So you see, if you have too little or too much iodine, your body can affect the level of hormones your thyroid makes and releases. Your thyroid, which we already shown what it affects, right, is this whole portion. Now let me go back into this. I hope that I have the same information in the thymus, how it affects certain parts of your body. If not, then it is what it is. It's just the lymphatic system then. Yeah, it is. Okay, so now with that understanding, I want to go and give you all a little bit of information that will help you. Firstly, you take a purge, which I already also always mentioned, cascara sagrada, rhubarb root, blessed thistle, chaparral. Cascara sagrada, rhubarb root, blessed thistle, sene, slippery elm bark, psyllium husk. All those come and form in one. You make a brew with that, and you don't eat anything for that day. You drink in the morning, and you don't eat anything for the day. Give it some time. You would see by evening time or even 5 hours or 3 hours from then, you'll begin to release everything out of your gut. Everything out of your gut. And remember, the measurement of the ingredients will remain the same. If you're drinking 1 cup, quarter teaspoon per herb. If it's 4 herbs, that's 1 tablespoon. If it's, I'm just saying, if it's more, you will be able to know. Quarter teaspoon, no quarter. I will say half teaspoon per herb. Make it better. And from there now, after that particular cleanse, which you're fasting on that day, you're only drinking water. From there, you can adapt the diet of CMOS. You use your CMOS while you're drinking your CMOS with your brew banana, whatever fruit you also want to add that is natural or local. You can also have your bladderwrack capsules. Make sure if you have the powders of the powder bladderwrack, or let's just say you could even get the echinacea powder, and you could get the Asian ginseng powder, right? Or the ginseng powder. You put a quarter teaspoon in your blend before you blend it. If you see moss and your brew banana, you can add your honeys, or you can add your agave nectar as well. You add some of the ashwagandha, a quarter teaspoon of ashwagandha in it. You add the Asian ginseng and the echinacea in it. You add your bladderwrack in it. If you have the powder, if you don't, if you get the capsules, no problem. You can empty the capsules in it as well. And then make a drink, a smoothie. Right? Now, I'm done. With that, while you're taking that, this is I tell you something here that will fix you. If you drink this every day and you hydrate yourself with proper water, you literally, I say it again, you literally will not have to worry about your immune system or your overall health. I'm saying it again. If you drink this, if you allow this to be part of your diet every day, drink this twice a day, and you hydrate yourself with proper water after the purge, you literally have nothing to worry about. Your immune system will be intact, dealing with your thymus and your thyroids. Now, let me get some additional information. Now, I'm done. But I want to get some additional information dealing with the thyroids, right? So, let's get into it. And then we did thyroids multiple times. Because the thyroids and the thymus, you use similar herbs, like I tell you. Bladderwrack being the top. You see that? Bladderwrack being the top right there. So, ginseng right there. Echinacea right there. See that? Right there. So, you had the bladderwrack, the echinacea, the ginseng tree. Let me see if I can open the rest. The Irish moss for. And yes, you could even add a ginger to it, a piece of ginger to it, because I just normally add ginger to my sea moss. So mine will naturally have the ginger already blend up in it. Just making sure I put it out there. So you could add the ginger in it as well. That itself will fix everything you need. I'll tell you up to today, if you start doing that, that corrects your impotency or let's say your erectile dysfunctions or sexual debility. That will correct that. It will correct fertility. Number 2, it corrects your it gives you all the nutrients required for your cells to develop correctly, for the hormones to really be created and released from the thyroid and the thymus. It will correct your metabolism. It will correct your skin problems. It will even go as far as preventing, I don't want to say malignant anymore, or the next word. We have next word for that. And I think you all already know where I'm coming from. For the C. Because I just don't want my video to get taken for saying these things. So I just want to... We have next word. Wow. You all know where I'm coming from. The big C. C-A-N. The rest is there. That word, right? So... It will even help to prevent that. Now you see how I had to censor my own self to talk this, because this is a nice little thing I got. I had a dream last night, and this dream entailed talking about things to boost your immune system at this time. Also, what I got yesterday, which was a dream, not just for spiritual, but to build physical strength. I asked why, and that I don't. The answer was just to build physical strength. I don't know what's coming for me or for we having to build our physical strength, but something. I mean, we already know what's coming, but I don't know what coming for that. But like all I could say is, what I'm giving you here will naturally increase your physical strength and your endurance. That is why I'm putting it out there. Now, if you're using your hembe, you use your hembe separate from that, because at times your hembe tends to raise your pressure off of constantly using it. Of course, it's a build that we expect. You know, that's where I'm coming from. So, those who go in are with certain heart conditions and so on, not heart specifically, because I know a person who had a heart condition took your hembe and they don't have heart condition anymore. Now, I'm not telling you for you all to take it because, when the spirit, I had to say it, when I doing the herb work and so on and so forth, and have certain things that were come in my mind, it will just appear in my mind as something correct to do, and I do it, it just work out. So that's just what happened. It just come up in your mind. I was like, wait now, is that a remedy? Let me try it. And then it works. Yeah, like that. So I want you all to make sure you all have yourself in order, right? Because even in a state consuming this daily will even get rid of your sugar, because it will correct your pancreas, to be exact. For those who don't know, it's that good. But what I'm trying to say is, it will take a longer process than the programs that I put you on. But this, if you start now, you do not have to worry about energy, blood flow, oxygen. You could even add, like I say, to the blends. It have a lot of things you could add to it. For the CMOS blends, the drink, the smoothie to be exact, the smoothie, right? You could add your soursop, because I have soursop in the refrigerator to add to mines today. You understand? So you could add your soursop. You could even get the elderberries, which I also have in the fridge, ready to add as well. You get your elderberries and you add it in. So today going to be a nice little day for me, because I go and add in my brew banana with my little ashwagandha, with my bee pollen. I want to add the elderberry. I actually make it into a liquid form, and I make it out of a syrup kind of form. So I'm going to add that into it, and I'm going to add the sauce up. Yep. I already have I'm going to add a piece of ginger again. I already had. I'll add the next piece again, and that is it. That would be today's meal, because I'm going back on a particular diet that I want, as I receive some strength in my bones now to really get that work on. You understand what I'm saying? So I want all you to really, because this and all, if you all don't know, helps with your memory, increase your memory capacity and your brain capacity, which we have to deal with next, right? So you see, we go and try the list. What I call here, it would be sufficient for you all to really get yourself in order. Now let go into let go into immunity booster, because I mean that is part of it, but let go into it. Immunity booster. You have the echinacea again, you have the ginseng, you have now which that has sarsaparilla, but I ain't seen it here. So it is what it is. We have the pine pollen. I wish I saw the bee pollen, but that's a small thing. Like keep going. Like expand these lists so you can go down a few. Now, the goji berry, like I always tell you, one of the ways to really build yourself immune system as well is the berries. Your elderberries, your goji berries, your mulberries, your bilberries, your blueberries, your blackberries, you understand? Your grapes, Acerola cherries, very, very high in minerals, very, very high in vitamins, very, very high in let's say like it's called a one a day for a purpose. The one a day vitamin multivitamin, that's what it's called because of the amount of it having it. So make a blend with that, or if you don't want to juice nothing, you could eat it. Literally a bowl mix up and you eat that. Bam, during the day. Yeah, it works. Make sure you have a proper water hydration, water H3O2, H3O2, H2O2, and proper H2. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, not to worry about. Mangoes. You can add a mangoes to it as well. Mango is very good. Fiber, very good for your gut. Right? As you go further. Just going down the list so you could see what areas have here. Looking for the sarsaparilla. Sarsaparilla, right there. You know why? Because it has one of the highest concentration of ions in herbs. One of the highest. If not, I would argue it's the highest. But because I don't know all the herbs out there, it's one of the highest. I know wild dasheen is very high in iron as well. Wild dasheen. Yep. Those who don't know, wild dasheen. Yep. Not wild yamana. Wild dasheen and dasheen. For those who don't know. As well as the great stinging nettle, very high as well. Now, great stinging nettle is very good for your immune system as well. Now, surprise, if they have it here, that would be good. Probably high, look right here, stinging nettle right there, good. So I'm glad I have it here, right? Stinging nettle right there. So majority of the herbs that we usually use are very good for your immune system, as you see. Deal with the stone breaker, the spirulina, the Spanish needle, which is the rabbit grass. All these things is very good for your immune system, and they have it's other point ridiculous benefits that Yahweh has created. Right? So these are what you could go into for that help. Also, for those who don't know, this also helps to boost your brain, because number one, you'll be leaving off of sugars completely, and you'll be going to the natural sweeteners. Number two, which tends to have an increase in your blood flow and brain functions. Now you understand. So let me continue. I'm looking for some part of it. If it's okay if it do have it really and truly. You know, I'm experienced sarsaparilla right there. See? Again, sarsaparilla, which I was telling you about. Very good. You can also, and watch me, don't be afraid. I know I ain't talking much, but don't be afraid, because during the situation, what you could also consume with this, you get the valerian capsules, or and tap plenty blue vine in Trinidad and valerian, so you can grab them in Trinidad and drink. But for those who are not in Trinidad, who don't have access to those, you could get the valerian capsules with the blue vervain capsules, the lily of the valley capsules, and the ohimbe 4, and take one each twice a day. Even if you're consuming this drink, the blends, one capsule each twice a day with it, trust and believe you will become a monster. This is only for the men. Of course, it's for the women, but I would not advise women take these things, right? Or you could take the blue vervain, you could take the lily valley, you could take the the blue vervain and the valerian. Yes, no problem. The capsules, if you're thing, but that is it. Don't waste time with the Yohimbe. Yohimbe is more like a male enhancer overall, to be exact. So yeah, and that should really and truly correct everything that you're going through. Now, I hope y'all really and truly grasp this information, right? And the reason why I say it like this is because this is very crucial for time that is coming. We need to have our health in order. We need to be right with the Father, Yahweh Basham Yahushai. So I pray that y'all really get edification of this, because it says here in the scriptures, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and the strength of the salvation, and the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. So at that point in time, we ought to understand, we ought to know that times coming where we wouldn't have the pharmaceutical to rely on. I don't rely on them at all. So I did not mind. I don't have to worry about that. But for those who who have it easy to just grab and take down these recipes, take it down. Take it down. Look, when y'all take it down, look at the pictures. See what resembles what in the forest. So even if y'all can't get all and y'all can get one or two, that one or two could still fix you. It still help you through your Habashim Shai. Alright? So this is a short and sweet lesson. I hope this was indeed edifying. I have more to bring on this evening. Shalom, Yasharala, Kalhala Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Kakadash. Again, double honesty, I prophesy and elders of GMS Camp, better known as Great Millstone, for the before 100 students I've been currently edified under. And like I always say, I'm not with GMS, I'm not with GMS as in the camp itself, but I'm currently learning under them, and they are indeed very edifying. So, I travail take the restrictions every day, and I try my best to listen as much as I possibly could to get better understanding. And like I said, there come a time when I'm not going to be doing this lesson anymore. I'm going to be doing direct lessons of the scriptures, whether it be rebuking and reproving, whether it be bringing out lessons to edify the sheep. So this is going to be very soon. Yeah, I've been working on developing myself more and more in the truth, examining myself as my elders have been telling me, and continue to strive for the truth. And my mind has already been made up since I came into the truth that I'm not going to come out of the truth regardless. Now, I could say that, and Yahweh could also pull me out of it. That's how things work. It's not we to choose, it's He to choose. You understand? He to call us into it. And if He wants us to not be in it, He could take us out. So, that's why the sifting is indeed happening more than before. Right? So, that's just basically what it is. So, shalom to the elect, shalom to the wanted, shalom to those who are in this truth and who have received the 100% truth. Because no matter what, my doctrine, this is not going to change. And so far, no one was able to dwindle me out of this truth. And I pray in the name of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushua that no one will ever be able to dwindle me out of this truth. Very simple. Only Yahweh could do so. And He is not going to, because He stands for the truth. So shalom to all, and all have a good day.